Hey, welcome. My name is Justin, and I wanted to make a video to show you how I was able to find and close 4 real estate deals, mobile home deals, with only $1,880 in ad spend over about a 45-day period. This was just like a little experiment I ran to see how powerful the technology that I sell to other people, like home service businesses, was in real estate. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Justin. I run a company called Leadbrain. It's a full-scale digital marketing company and automations agency where I help small businesses leverage AI and automation to their advantage so that they can close more sales. Now, a little bit about me. I started real estate investing in 2019, and that's how I started to learn all these skills with Go High Level and automations and digital marketing. Make a long story short, I was a fly-by-night real estate investor, full-time W-2, just as a side hustle, fixing and flipping and wholesaling homes. And eventually, I realized that my skills that I had learned there were valuable to small businesses across the nation. So I wanted to make this video just as a case study to show you what's possible when you put automations, AI, and digital marketing, specifically Facebook marketing, together. So let's dive right into it. And I should say this isn't necessarily a technical video like much of my other tutorial style videos, but I am going to try to get into some details and show you. Now, my intent is not to hide anything from here, but I just don't want to create a 4-hour long video to show you the particulars of every single thing that I've done. What I've been toying with is the idea of wrapping all this up maybe in a snapshot for Go High Level or maybe a help doc where I can provide to you, but I really don't even know what you guys need. So if there's something you'd like to see out of here, just go ahead and comment down below, and I'll do my best to make content around it. Here we go. So let's dive into some of these numbers and some of the context behind this. So I generated 60 leads in about 45 days. These are all mobile home leads. So all we were doing was trying to target mobile home sellers, motivated sellers of mobile homes, whether they needed to move them single wide, double wide, in a park, out of a park. We just wanted to target mobile homes. Now, a lot of you people, I don't advocate for mobile home investing or single family home or multifamily investing in particular, but I do know that a lot of people make a lot of money doing just solely mobile home investing. So the reason I did this here, and probably the reason I was most successful, is I partnered with somebody in my local market who was an expert here in mobile homes. Now, this we'll get into factors of success, but yeah, generated 60 leads in 45 days. The average cost per lead was $31.34, and this was a statewide campaign in North Carolina. That's a pretty good cost per lead for anything real estate related. So yeah, we'll dive right into it. Now, there were some factors that led to my success. I already mentioned that I partnered with somebody. Something that I've learned over the last, say, 12 months is that my zone of genius is right here behind the keyboard, not necessarily behind the camera, but behind the keyboard, making automations, right? Doing the digital marketing, getting the leads coming in, organizing those leads, making sure that we're contacting those leads and following up with those leads and pushing it through the sales pipeline. So that's where my zone of genius is. So over the past 12 months, I've learned to partner with people who are better suited to do the groundwork, the operations of the whole thing. So I should have put this point first, but like the majority of my success comes because I partnered with a local expert. Now, something else that led to the success was that I created a multifaceted funnel. And what does that mean? That just sounds like jargon, right? I don't mean it to be, but what I mean is that like we ran ads, Facebook ads, to cold traffic, meaning traffic that have never seen us or that they don't know about our service or anything. And so we ran ads to cold traffic and we ran them to a lead form that was optimized for conversions. Now, what do I mean by that? I think a lot of times people think, oh, conversions means cheapest cost per lead. That's not what we optimized for. The people we were actually targeted. We wanted to make sure that the people who were filling out the form actually had a mobile home to sell, and they weren't looking for a mobile home, or they weren't looking to rent a place, or they were just like some bot out there scraping the internet filling out forms. We wanted to optimize it for conversations and conversions, and I think that we see that in the results that we got when we go over the KPIs here in a second. Another thing that I think led to our success was speed to lead. I build booking bots. And so I built a booking bot for myself in this situation, a real estate investing booking bot that was designed to book cash offer calls with the lead. It was also designed to qualify the lead. It asked some qualifying questions like selling timeline and why they were selling, and then put them on a cash offer call on the calendar so that we can contact them. So I think that happened 24/7. Sometimes we had Facebook leads that would fill out the form at 2 in the morning, and the bot was active at 2 in the morning. I was on vacation with my family in Europe at one point, and the bot was working while I was gone on vacation. So I think that was a huge factor to our success. And then we we had a retargeting video campaign. I wouldn't say that it was a big factor. I think you can go without it. I think we'll see the screenshot, but I think I only got 4 leads from that, but one of the deals came from those 4 leads, so I had to put it in here. Last thing, we ran a statewide campaign, and that's important because I think digital channels, or what I've seen in my experience, is that Facebook, TikTok, whatever it is, do better with more population. It gives the algorithm more room to run, more opportunities to learn and optimize your campaign. So let's dive into some of the screenshots. I know everybody loves some good screenshots, especially when it's of an ad account. So here's an example of my ad account. Now, when we were running these campaigns, we initially started under one Facebook page, which is this bottom one that had $739 in ad spend. That was my normal single family home company Facebook page that was like super seasoned, and it had a bunch of like social proof in there. And once I saw that working, I actually moved. I wanted to split the companies and just build a brand that was specifically for mobile home buyers. And that's this middle campaign right here that was a brand new page. There was no content on the page. There was no photos. There were no reviews. There was none of that. So I say that because I know before I created that page, something I was thinking about in my head was like, people are not going to want to opt in because we have no social proof. We have no reviews. People are going to think this is like a scam or whatever. And it wasn't true, right? It didn't really matter. Now, eventually we went and I paid somebody to schedule a bunch of posts on that Facebook page just to add some social proof, but I'm not really sure that even made a difference. And then you have the retargeting campaign up here. But really what I wanted to point your attention to here was, let's see, mouse is going crazy. We had 60 leads right here, $31 average cost per lead. Now, if we come in here, these are some interesting statistics. So I have 2 separate accounts here because I told you I had one Facebook page and then a second Facebook page. They were both operating out of 2 sub-accounts in my Go HighLevel, my CRM. And so I combined the 2. But here we have a 68% contact rate. Now that's really big. That's a big number for Facebook leads. A lot of times Facebook leads are unresponsive. And I attribute a lot of that to 2 factors. One, our lead form, which was just a Facebook lead form. It wasn't a fancy funnel landing page optimized for click-through rate, conversion, eyeballs, like none of that. Just a Facebook instant form. That form was optimized to weed out people who weren't interested. So that was the first factor. And the second factor was speed to lead. Like I said, my AI chatbot was responding to these people within 30 seconds of them filling out the form. And so I think that was extremely... Now, another astonishing number was that 46% of the new leads, the 60 leads, booked a call, booked an offer call, whether that was from the thank you page where we gave them an opportunity to book an offer call and answer the qualifying questions in the form, or in the form of a form and a digital calendar, or through the AI, right? Our AI chatbot. You see here, 16 of them booked through the AI chatbot, and another 12 booked through just the self-book appointment page. Now, that's huge because 46% of them, 68% of them responded and 46 of them booked a cash offer call. And that doesn't mean that the rest of the ones that didn't respond or that did respond but didn't book a call didn't become deals. I didn't really even look at it. But pretty interesting because Facebook stuff doesn't typically operate like this. Now, I just wanted to give you a brief overview. Now, I'm going to apologize ahead of time because I'm not going to go into the details of how I built the campaign and how I optimized the campaign. I'll tell you that I kept everything rather simple. And I encourage you to do the same thing, especially when it comes to the ads. Let Facebook do all the work for you. But if you want to see that or you want to get access to these campaigns, just reach out to me or drop a comment down below and I'll probably create another video just to show you exactly how I did this. So we ran a Facebook ad. I toyed with video ads, but I think this one right here was the best performing ad if I go back and look at the KPIs. Super simple. You see this is like a really simple graphic and a really simple call to action and some text that I think ChatGPT came up with, and I just ran this ad in North Carolina. That ad went to a high intent instant form, and what I mean by high intent, if you look over here, we have 8 pages worth of stuff. So we weren't shy about asking questions. We asked a bunch of questions. Why? Because we only wanted to talk to people who were interested in talking to us, who were really motivated to sell. And I found that the more questions you ask, the more people drop off, and the more we get serious people coming into our funnel. The last thing you can't see on the 8th page or the thank you page here is we utilize the thank you page. If you follow it, I have a full-blown tutorial on like how to generate leads for a pressure washing company. It's the same principles here. Now we maximize our opportunities. So the thank you page was not just a thank you page. It was also an opportunity to go to step 2, which is to book a call. And that's where they landed on that booking page, and about 12 people took advantage of it. And the other 16, we booked them through conversational AI. Now, next thing we did, I just explained the thank you page. Here's an example of what that thank you page looked like. So as soon as they were done filling out the form, instead of just saying, hey, go check out our reviews or call our number, whatever, we sent them to a thank you page. We told them, hey, you're almost done. Here you go. Finish up, whatever. And then the next thing we were doing at the same time, this is happening simultaneously, where we built a bot to reach out and talk to these leads immediately and try to schedule them on our calendar for a cash offer call. And that led to the majority of our success. And lastly, all we did was had the cash offer call. And at this point right here, I didn't do this cash offer call. I had my local expert, my buddy Brian, who was in my market. He reached out to these people and he was able to get on the phone with them, make them a cash offer on the phone. Now, one of the questions I asked inside of the form was their asking price. And so it was really interesting to see that sometimes people filled it out, sometimes people put gibberish in there, but the ones who filled it out, sometimes their asking price was already reasonable. And if it wasn't, then Ryan had a good starting point on where to begin. So I just wanted to put that together. I'm actually interested to see how much interest this video gets, because if it gets interest, and I think that it's as valuable as I think it could be, if it is as valuable as I think it could be, I'll put together a snapshot, I'll put together a system, and maybe put it together for you guys to use and run it in your states. Now, I think a lot of people don't make this kind of content because they're afraid that maybe if everybody knows about it, then it won't work anymore. And there's some truth to that. But the truth of the matter is, for me, doesn't necessarily affect me, right? I run a software company, I run a digital marketing company, Leadbrain. I don't necessarily love investing in real estate all that much. I do it because I'm aware of the life-changing opportunity that it has. But also, I can't buy every deal in North Carolina. I currently live in Georgia. I can't buy every deal in Georgia. And certainly the $1,800 I spent on ads isn't getting most of the market share. So I think that there's value and there's opportunity in here for everybody. So if you're looking into mobile homes, if you're interested in mobile homes, comment down below and maybe I'll make some more content around it. Have a nice day. Peace.